Salutations, fellow nerds. I'm Rick Y, and today is May 20th, 2025, and man, I am excited for this one. I know I haven't mentioned it enough, so it might be hard to remember, but I recently launched a little side quest called Project Tempest. Project Tempest is a community-driven investment initiative where we turn YouTube revenue into real-world action. Here's how it works. 1. We earn ad revenue from content that challenges injustice, disinformation, and greed. 2. That money is used to invest in companies building a better future, climate tech, social justice, ethical biotech, and more. 3. The community votes on where the money goes. Every investment is chosen by the people for the people. Every month I'll hold a poll where all of you get to vote on where all of it goes. 4. We track the impact together. Not just the returns, but what those companies are doing in the real world. This is not about chasing profits. It's about funding progress. Because if we're going to be a part of the system, let's use it to build the world that we actually believe in. As I've said before, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Granted, this month I demonetized a few things on purpose and wasn't quite as active as I'd like, but the goal is to grow this channel into something big, something that turns our ripples into waves. So welcome to the first ever Project Tempest investment information video where I break down the 4 companies on the ballot, what they do, why they align with our values, and what you need to know to move forward. So pause the video, get your notebook out, and let's get going. The first company is called Directa Plus. They specialize in graphene. It's a super material that's stronger than steel, lighter than air, and more conductive than copper. But they're not just doing cool science projects. They're applying this material to real-world solutions. Roads that last longer and stay cooler, firefighter uniforms that will breathe better, and water filters that will cut down on waste. This isn't vaporware. They're already partnering with European governments, laying down graphene-enhanced asphalts that's smarter, safer, and more sustainable. At under 10 cents a share, this is a micro-cap stock that Wall Street isn't even looking at. But we are. They're not burning money on buzzwords. They're building infrastructure that reduces emissions and waste. They're green and practical, and that is rare. Next pick isn't a company, it's a fund. It's called Adasina Social Justice. Most EFTs invest in profits. This one invests into people. It's built by activists, not bankers. JSTC screens companies through justice-based lens. Racial equity, gender rights, economic fairness, and climate responsibility are all major goals. They don't just avoid the bad actors, fossil fuels, private prisons, weapons manufacturers. They actively support companies that are doing good. Tech closing the digital divide, healthcare expanding their access, and clean energy innovators. This fund proves that values can scale. It's global, it's diversified, and it's not about hedge fund logic, it's about human logic. Project Tempest is about meaning, and JSTC is that meaning in motion. This third one, yeah, this one's cool. You've heard of solar, you've heard of wind, but what if I told you that there's a power source that runs 24/7 straight underneath your feet? Think Mustafar minus lava rivers and Jedi duels. This is Fervo Energy, and they're tapping into the earth like it's the Force itself. Fervo is a new kind of geothermal company. They're using advanced oil drilling techniques like horizontal drilling and fiber optic sensing to tap into deep earth heat, like a lightsaber cutting into the crust. The result? Clean, always on energy, no emissions, no downtime. They're already powering Google data centers and scaling tech that could rival natural gas without the pollution. This is climate tech done right, and I think it could be a future rock star. And finally, this last one, it's wild. We've programmed computers. We've programmed AI. Ginkgo Bioworks is programming life itself and doing it ethically. Ticker symbol DNA. Ginkgo calls itself the organism company because they use synthetic biology to design microbes that can clean up toxic waste, replace petroleum in manufacturing, engineer sustainable crops, even create greener ingredients for vaccines and personal care. This is biology as a code, and they're the code breakers. What sets them apart is their commitment to open science and decentralized innovation. They work with nonprofits and small businesses, not just big pharma. Their model lets people build with biology the same way that we use to build with circuits or codes. And in the hands of scientists, students, and social entrepreneurs, that's revolution. So those are your options for the very first Project Tempest vote. The poll is live now, or will be shortly. You'll be able to vote. Change your vote, debate your choice in the comments, and come to a collective consensus as to where this money should go. Whether it's clean infrastructure, social justice, geothermal power, or programmable biology, you decide which vision we invest in first. I trust y'all. I believe in y'all. And most importantly, y'all come back now. You hear?